Hey viewers, welcome to another game with Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a game from Zed, and he is the new champion in our league here. And yeah, he's played by Awesome Toys, who was the first one who sent it to me. This guy. No, hang on. It is this guy, because he was going top lane, and this guy is going to jungle. So easy choice. Anyway, we are going to fast forward a little bit through the first part until he's in lane, and then we're going to have a look at the abilities. Well, you can also see the abilities in the champion spotlight, I guess. But yeah, running straight into Volibear here and taking quite a bit of damage. Just recall, dude. Just ignore the Volibear and recall. This is kind of crazy. Starting off with Frenzy, okay. Yeah, it's not a bad choice. It's just not the regular choice for Volibear, but maybe top lane, it is the regular choice. Anyway, we have extra damage against weak champions as an innate ability. And wow, he really should have just recalled, but yeah, he's now going to start at 50% health, and that is not a good choice. So second ability, Living Shadow, that is probably my favorite one, and yeah, he is a ninja. Yeah, I figured that, but I didn't know yet. This is probably my favorite thing that they added, because it allows for a lot of mobility. It also allows for a different playstyle than most of the other champions. You still have, well, some champions that can kind of switch and do extra damage, but it makes him a different champion, and it gives him a feeling of being kind of very mobile and very ninja-like. So I like that. I like that a lot. So yeah, that's my favorite. Then hang on. Oh, that's the W. Hang on. He is starting off. Yeah, I was like, you're starting off with that, but okay. Razor Shuriken. That is the first ability. Yeah, that's kind of like any shuriken. It's an okay skill, I guess. It gives you long range harass. It also allows for some bounce, I believe. Each dealing is to the first enemy, and then blah blah. Yeah. Yeah. So it's all good. It's just a bouncing shuriken. It's kind of like the bouncing blades, I guess, except that you can throw them from your shadow as well. So you can throw multiples, and it can hit people multiple times, but it does reduce damage then. So yeah, I already discussed the Living Shadow. I like that. It just creates a copy of yourself, and you can switch places with it. It's just awesome sauce. Also, it mimics your abilities. So if you throw a shuriken, it throws a shuriken. If you do a shadow slash, which is his E, it does a shadow slash, and it actually has some or an additional slow there. So if you hit it and your shadow hits it, then you get a double slow. So the slow stack basically. Anyhow, yeah, picking up some minions here in turret range, which is excellent. It is of course always hard to do that, and he did it pretty well. So you can see the build here in this thing. I'll try to keep it up, well, every now and then. And then finally his ultimate, Death Mark. I didn't really get what it did exactly from the champion spotlight, and very nicely done. First blood goes to our Zed. First blood, Zed. Anyway, oh man, I have to entertain myself here because I'm all alone. You guys are watching me. You guys are like into the game. I'm really just here to entertain myself. Zed becomes untargetable and dashes to target enemy champion. That much I got. Upon arrival, he marks the target for death and spawns a living shadow behind the target. The shadow lasts 4 seconds and mimics Zed's abilities, so kind of an extra shadow, I guess. Reactivating Death Mark will cause Zed to switch positions with the shadow. After 3 seconds, the mark will trigger, dealing physical damage equal to some Yeah, well, basic damage, I'm not actually sure. That's probably based on his attack damage, so it will go up. Plus 20% of all magic and physical damage dealt to the target by Zed and his shadows while the mark was active. Wow. So it does 20% extra damage on every hit you do. That would mean that, yeah, he can do pretty well against low health opponents. He will get an insta kill with that, with the innate ability and that 20% extra damage. That is just an insane amount of damage, because yeah, that means you do so much more damage to low health opponents. But yeah, nice. And I'm not sure if you can get 2 shadows out then, because you can actually cast the Living Shadow and you can cast Death Mark. Both of them will well, make a shadow, and if you then cast a shuriken, you should be able to land 3 shurikens and 3 shadow slashes. Okay, we'll have to see that in either this game or one of the next games, because yeah, those kind of questions I want to have answered, because that would mean that you can do triple damage with that shuriken, and that would be awesome sauce. And then of course you get 20% extra damage because, well, you have the Death Mark, because you're casting that shadow, so you do have the Death Mark. Anyhow, just laning here, not a whole lot of special things going on. Let me just put everyone where they should be. It is this in top lane, then the mid lane is that, yeah, the jungler and the other jungler, and then we have the AD carry and the support. So top lane, Zed is definitely winning, 1 kill up, but also, what is far more important, 15 minions up. And that is of course, that's very good. So the junglers are pretty much equal, except for the 1 assist, but yeah, that doesn't really matter. Here it is Zyra actually winning from Ezreal. Ezreal as an AP champion, not as strong as an AD champion. It is still pretty good, of course. And come on, yay! Gets a relatively easy one. And why is there a triangle? Can you only switch when you're in range or something like that? No. No, it doesn't say. So, I think the shadow is just to, or the arrow is just there to point you towards where your shadow is. I would, yeah, I'm really waiting now for great dodges with that shadow. So if you cast a shadow on someone or somewhere, and then you run away, and then once someone catches up, you switch to the other position and just run the other way. Yeah, those are kind of the moves we see with Bastet in Smite. Yeah, I'm going to do Smite references in League of Legends now instead of the other way around. I don't know what he's doing here, but anyway. Yeah, the Bastet has that ability as well to... there you can jump, and then you can jump back to your original position. And so if you jump and then run away and then people follow you, you can jump back to your original position. If people don't follow you and stick with your original position, obviously you're not going to switch back, but you did escape anyway. But that's a really nice thing. You can do the same with this champion. Maybe they came up with the idea because they saw it there, but it is definitely a nice ability, so I really don't care if they steal it, as long as it's good. Because, well, if I would care, then I wouldn't play this game, or cast this game. Because 90% of this game is stolen from other games. So, yeah, I really have no problem with that. As long as it's done correctly, and yeah, you steal the right things and use them correctly in your own game, then who cares? So the slow goes off, and he is going to just rest a little bit. I thought he was going all in on it. But yeah, does have to recharge his what's it called, energy a little bit. So yeah, the energy cost is not that big. I think you can cost most of it because you get come on, well, you get your energy back. Oh man, that was bad. You get your energy back when you cast your spells, or when you hit your spells with your shadow. And using the ultimate there, even though they already picked it up. And does this reset? Or did I just... That was his ultimate, right? His ultimate went on cooldown, so... I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something here, but... No, I don't know. Maybe if you get a kill, you reset your ultimate. I haven't heard it, I haven't seen it, but this is his ultimate, right? Oh no, it's not his ultimate. It is just the living shadow, I think. Okay. Oh, here we are. There we are, getting a kill with Asriel. And of course we want to grab this kill now, because, yeah, why not? Oh, come on! Yes! Oh, and he doesn't get that last one. That's a shame. But anyway, nicely done. Nicely done. Yeah, we're just going to fast forward a little bit. It's all good. So we're back in lane. And placing another ward. Did he get the... No, he's really buying wards. Okay. So I thought maybe he had, just like his brother there, the Wriggles Lantern. But it seems he does not. And oh, taking a lot of damage there, but dashing away with the shadow. So it's all good. Yeah, you definitely don't want to just go on to Volibear straight up. Well, just smack him in his face. But yeah, well, he can escape pretty nicely with that flash-like ability. The shadow thingy. If you cast a living shadow and you jump immediately towards it, it's kind of a flash, and you can get across walls. So, in my opinion, it is definitely a flash-like ability. It just does a whole lot more than just the flash, and since flash is already super overpowered, it is going to be a really valuable thing to do. And just grabbing these double golems because, well, Jax wasn't taking them. Well, Jax might have wanted to take them, but anyhow. I'm just following this guy, by the way. Just want to see how he plays, and also in the simple situations, so also farm-wise. And it seems that the shuriken is invisible on the replay, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, unable to catch up there because Volibear just has superior movement speed. And yeah, we're going to have to catch up with him later. So does he have no? He has no lifesteal yet. Could definitely work well with some lifesteal. And yeah, that was it. Just doing a little bit of damage. So is his innate abilities up? The Chosen of the Storm. So yeah, that means that he can't really get killed unless you really burst him down. But I don't think that this guy is going to do that. Well, maybe. He has a pretty high amount of damage already. And he's going to try, yeah, there he goes, proving me wrong, proving me completely wrong. And apparently has such a huge amount of burst damage that it's actually that he's actually able to just burst down a Volibear. Volibear is really hard to burst down, so yeah, we get a turret. we got a turret here as well. Yeah, I was searching for the other turret that went down, but mid turret apparently, and we are going back to fast forwarding a little bit. So we are over here. So I think this champion will be very popular once people get the hang of how to play him. But yeah, his mobility and his well, versatile nature kind of make that he's going to be really strong. Just the gap closers, but that can be used as escapes. Additional damage, additional slows, things like that. Those are just very, very useful, and once people figure out how to use them correctly and, well, to the best of their abilities, it will be a very, very nice champion to play. He's already a very nice champion to play, I guess. But it's like with Shen. Shen used to be kind of an AD top laner, and it just turned out he's way better as a tanky top laner. So we're not getting any of the kills, it seems. Well, not any. Come on. Let's restate that a little bit on our 5-1 and 4. No, the last few kills have gone to other people, and of course, yeah, that can happen sometimes, especially when you're playing with a high damage team. Then these things happen. So yeah, very very easy dragon there. Not even a smite used. He didn't have smite up, or no, he missed it. Okay, yeah. So he missed the smites, but it was all good. There was nobody coming to get that. Obviously, it would have been fairly impossible to counter smite that, but you never know. So you always want to be safe. But yeah, we are going on this counter Zed. Well, on the enemy Zed, and yeah, he is going to just run out. But yeah, the build, of course, this is a build that he made up, and yeah, I like the Matters Blood Razor. Yeah, I normally don't like it, but I like the experimentation with it, because it stacks very well with that ultimate. So I'm not actually sure how well that will do, but of course the attack speed is really good. The problem is that it's a really situational item. You don't want to use it against well, against weak champions like these, because it doesn't do a whole lot for them. And come on, no, get this guy first. No, nobody's going to get that guy. It seems that we're going to get a triple here. Oh, he dies. Yeah, the Sona couldn't get out, obviously, but yeah, the Zed could have gotten out, and he should have ran the other way. But hey, triple kill for the enemies, triple kill for us. So it's all good. We are just going to push the tower now, because we still... Oh, we're not going to push the tower now, even though we had one guy left. Ah, well, whatever. So yeah, the use of that Shadow Warrior, the Living Shadow, is probably still a little bit iffy. He still needs to work on that a little bit, because yeah, it is not an easy skill to use perfectly if you don't know what you can do with it. So you and other people, everyone, will have to explore the possibilities of it. And as I said, it might be very good to just place it somewhere, then run away from, or while you're running away from an opponent, and then jump back to it later. I don't know how long it stays up. Hang on, Living Shadow, 4 seconds. So yeah, that means you can get a 4-second head start on the running, and especially if you cast it across the wall, you can even get more than that. But then again, if you place it across a wall, you might want to just jump to it instantly. Wow, I'm taking a lot of damage here. And wow, it is Sona that actually picked up the kill there. Oh, lots of damage going off. I don't know what happened. Let me try to rewind. Probably going to screw up the minions, so if you want to see the minions, this is your last chance. I'm going to try to repair the invisible thingies going on, but we'll have to see. No, everything is still invisible. Yeah, so that's okay. We're just going to grab a kill here. A 1-for-1 trade, and it is... Oh, Volibear gets killed. I thought Volibear would pick up this kill, but no. Obviously he was going to die, but yeah, he was going for that 1-for-1 trade, which at 20-12 is your best solution to the problem. Because if you can get 1-for-1 trades, then you get ahead in gold and the enemy gets ahead in gold, but relatively you get closer. Because if you are at 100 gold and your opponent is at 200 gold, and you gain 100 gold and your opponent gains 100 gold, then instead of being 50% behind, you are only 33% behind. So that's how that works. So yeah, 1-for-1 trades can be good for the winning team as well. Because if you have a 1-for-1 trade and you still have someone available to push a tower, then that can be very good. So it's all situational, of course. Most plays are situational. Oh man, he got nuked there. That was insane. And is she going to pick up a kill? Yes, she is, with just a basic attack. And there you go, a double kill for Sona. And yeah, that's it. They're not going to pick up this kill unless he comes back in. But he's not stupid enough to do that. And yeah, Volibear trying to get another kill here. And he actually manages to get that kill. So yeah, we're going to just fast forward until Zed is back in the lane. Zed, a nice easy way to name to remember. It's way easier than Suzwani, which was kind of a retarded fish frog name. But I guess yeah, they kind of learned from that, because the last few champions, well, not so much the last few, but many of the champions have now have some easier names. And yeah, I'm not actually sure about the last ones, because I kind of forgot who they were. Elise was, I believe, the last one. And then we have Rengar, that's also a pretty easy name. Yeah, I don't know. There was a... Well, Fizz and Ziggs and those kind of champions were also... Yeah, they're easy to pronounce, but it's kind of annoying to remember. Fizz is of course an excellent name. I'm not saying anything about Fizz, because Fizz works with fish, so, or he is a fish, however you want to look at that, so that's really easy to remember. But yeah, if you bring out Fizz and Ziggs right next to each other, then it's, yeah, kind of annoying. Oh, very nicely done. He is really working with those shadows to close gaps and to get kills and to get slows off, and that is excellent. You need to, yeah, as I said, learn to live with or to work with those shadows, and once you manage to well, get their utility up to max, then you can do a whole lot with it. Oh, we have a surrender. Okay, so the surrender comes in. And yeah, we have our first victory here with Zed. Hope you enjoyed, even though I screwed up many times, but I know a lot of you just watch for me screwing up, so you're welcome. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm looking forward to more strategies on this. We've now seen top lane, so if you're going jungle with him, or I don't know if you can go AP on him. Let's have a look. Q. That's not him. Oh, I switched them around, so I don't know which one it is. Oh, it's this one. So I don't know if you can go... No, AP is... No, you can't go AP. So if you have a different builds in the top lane, or in the mid lane, or in the bottom lane, or if you're going to jungle with him, please send me your game if you have a good one. Mark it in the title that it's Zed and that you're jungling, or you have, I don't know, some kind of tanky build or full AD build or whatever. Just mark it in the title, send it to me, casualprogamer@hotmail.com. And or if you're playing him on another map, 3v3, Dominion, I don't know, something like that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.